you. No. 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't stop. I'm on fire. 1, 2, 1, 2. I love you. One, two, three, no. One, two, three, no.
Personal log, January 21st, 2167. I finally am living the dream of being an astro miner. It took me a long time to get here, but I wouldn't have it any other way. See, astro miners are what really helps sustain humanity in space. In many regards, we are the guardians of what's left of humanity. Although extremely dangerous, mining what's left of Phobos is essentially what keeps remnants of the thriving. Today came as far as I can afford the fuel. Hopefully, there's a lot of plutonium.
Wow. This is the farthest I've ever ventured out from Remnant City. I don't think many freelance miners come out this far, so there should be plenty for me to harvest. This will be a good chance to test out the new MV1 hydrogen plasma rifle. Got to hook this plasma rifle to the mineral collector tank. Otherwise, I'm just cutting rocks for nothing. Let's get to work. Look at all that space debris. I wonder if we can find some. take a closer look. Might be a good chance to try out this zero-G compensator of this suit. Walking around on an asteroid like there were gravity is such a great feeling. This could come in handy in combat, actually. I wonder if there's anything I can salvage from here. Unidentified craft. This is Admiral Clark of the USS Jamestown. The sector is about to turn into a war zone any minute. Evacuate the area immediately. You have 10 seconds to comply.
Yep, I guess that's a wrap for me. Being this far out without an interplanetary spaceship, it's practically suicide. Not only because of the radiation and other space-related things that would kill you, it's the rogue AI. I'll tell you about it after I tell you how I get into astro mining in the first place. Colonizing Mars. Humanity's first step in becoming a space-faring species. Well, we're not quite there yet. See, right now, humanity is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Quite literally. This is Remnant City. A city built inside a big rock. Or what's left of the Martian moons after they collided a little over 100 years ago for some unknown reason. At least that's what they taught us in school. They also taught us that humanity was originated from a beautiful blue planet called Earth, where there's real gravity, oceans, and a perfect ecosystem. But somehow, that all got ruined shortly after the Singularity, when the advanced AI decided to turn on us. Now the rest of humanity is kind of stuck here, in this rock, trying to survive space with as little AI possible. And that's what RoboCore does. We make space survival possible by automation while ensuring that Singularity won't ever happen again. For me, I'm just trying to pay my bills, working as a technician. Speaking of which, I think this one is ready for final inspection. This one is good to go. Let's bring up the next one on the conveyor. Let me guess, water damage. Missing the chest cover. The eye socket is missing. Obviously, the right leg is missing. I think that's it for this unit's visible damage. Now let's do the brain scan. Looks like this particular AI chip has a mismatched firmware version. Let's ask David if he knows how to fix this.
What's up?
I've never had to fix firmware stuff before. Can you help?
Only shift managers have access to that. Go ask Alex.
You do realize that you're a little behind on your weekly quota, right?
The unit I'm working on has a firmware mismatch, and I don't know how to fix it.
Oh. Well, didn't you go through the training? I'm sorry, buddy. I can't help you do your job. You're going to have to fix it by the end of the shift, or you'll lose your job. My advice? Ask David.
Sent you right back to me, huh? Gotta love corporate runarounds.
He sure did. Now, what do I do?
Yeah, he's never been of much help. He's a typical corporate boss who's there to make sure things look good.
They might as well hire an actor for that. I don't recall me ever getting any meaningful help from management.
Corporate world, what do you expect?
Well, at least a competent boss. But I guess that's too much to ask for nowadays. Anyway, anybody you know that might be able to help?
Actually, there's a guy who can help. His name is Hans, but he lives in District 8. You know the district where all the fancy people live? Well, anyway, he co-owns an aquaponic farm and sells fish every Friday at Dream Market here in District 3. Go there and see if you can find him. I'll cover you while you're gone.
District 8 people are typically pretty snobby. You think he'll help?
Hans is a good guy. He used to be one of us before he got promoted for inventing some fancy AI algorithm.
Alright, I'll be on my way. Appreciate your help.
Hurry up before you miss him.
One time, I had to go to some business in the underground. Never again.
Whew.
Nasty. You want to be buff like me? You gotta eat a lot of fish.
Are you Hans by any chance?
No, I am not. Are you gonna buy some fish?
Not today, thanks.
We have many things to choose from.
Are you Hans by any chance?
No, I am not. Are you gonna buy some fish?
Fresh sushi grade seafood from District 2 Aquaponic. Would you like to try some today?
No thanks. I'm looking for a guy named Hans.
Oh yeah, he's my partner, but you just missed him. He already left for the day, headed back to District 8. But if you hurry, you might be able to catch him at the tram station.
Thank you, sir. I'll be on my way.
This place gives me the creeps. Can't wait to be able to open a market in District 8.
Excuse me, sir. Are you happen to be Hans Stauffenberg?
Indeed I am. What do you need?
I'm a RoboCore employee, and I really need help with...
Oh no! Underground robots? They must be programmed for automated robbery. Oh man, that was close. Thanks for not killing me in the process. You were saying something. What did you need?
Long story short, I need help not getting fired.
Well, I don't know if I can help you with that. What did you do?
I have to fix a unit with a firmware issue by the end of the shift, or my boss will fire me. And I don't have access to a debugger.
Well, that's easy enough. I can definitely help you with that. I'll meet you back at RoboCore.
I could just wipe out the existing firmware on this and load the correct version to close this ticket, but I got curious. I'm looking at the code. It seems like someone's been tampering with it, which is impossible. The firmware for these new units are proven to be impenetrable. I'm going to escalate this and see what's really going on. This could mean corporate espionage. But for now, I'll just take this unit off of your responsibility. I'll tell Alex to chill out. You should be good now, buddy. I told Alex and corporate what you did. You're approved to take the rest of the day off, and you can take Monday off as well.
Oh, that's the best thing I've heard all day. Thank you, Hans. I really could use the time off, working on a really big project at home. So, you guys have a nice rest of the day and have a good weekend. I'm gonna head back home now. Humanity will always find a way to make a sanctuary. In my case, I turned this garage into a place where I can do something about my future. I don't like the fact that a corporation gets to decide what I should be doing with my time while I'm alive, so I'm doing something about it. Even though I hate my job, but it at least gives me a mean to work on something that keeps my sanity and gives me hope that there is more to life than just literally living inside of a rock. And that is building my spaceship. I have to finish this before the lease is up next month. I'm lucky enough to have found a garage this big for rent at a price I can afford. Hopefully, this will be my ticket into astro mining. Alright, I'm gonna have to give my friend Phoenix a call and see if he got any lead on that heat exchanger. That's the only thing left before I can actually test this thing.
I was just about to call you. That expensive heat exchanger you need for your ship? I found a guy who's willing to let you have it in exchange for a favor. You might not like this. It involves underground activity. Come meet me at the alley if you're interested.
Of course I'm interested. I'll be right over.
No one followed you?
If you're so concerned about privacy, why didn't you just come to my place, man?
Because the security cam by your apartment will have a record of me going into your place. And if anything happens to you after what I'm about to tell you, it would leave a trace right back to me.
Seriously? This is for a heat exchanger? Okay. Let's hear what you gotta say. And hopefully I don't get shot in the head.
Hey, if you don't want this, you can always try to save money for at least another 3 months.
Alright, you got my attention. What do you gotta say? Go on.
No one can know about this, okay? And leave no trace to me or the people I'm about to mention. Is Mr. Morello, you know, the politician? His son, Marco, got sent to prison down there for stabbing someone to death at a nightclub about a month ago.
Oh yeah, I saw that on the news. Everybody knows about that, so why so secretive?
Well, Marco's been kidnapped from the underground prison.
Oh, wow. By the undergrounders? That's like worse than a death sentence.
Actually, it was an underground terrorist group who calls themselves the Neogenics. They're trying to use Mr. Morello as a puppet to change some of the rules concerning the AI restriction. They threatened to kill Marco if the news broke out. That's why we have to keep everything in secret.
Okay, so he needs someone to go down there and do some digging. And I'm assuming that's where I come in?
Exactly. Since you're ex-military with lots of combat experience during the Cleansing War, and you've been keeping a low profile all these years, that makes you the perfect man for the job. But you're gonna need some gear. Here's 1,000 credits for you to pick up whatever you need at the gun store across the street. As you know, there's no communications from here on out. My friend, this gig would pay more than enough for you to finish your ship, but not so much that you can just buy one. I'll come and get you whenever you're back up here with some good info. Good luck, buddy.
Looking to buy some guns?
Let's see what you got.
We've got quite a big selection. State your business, citizen.
Seeing a witch doctor.
Don't bring anyone or anything illegal back up here. You understand?
Citizen, Remnant City's jurisdiction does not reach down here. Currently, there's a surge of rogue bots and some kind of genetically muted beast down here. Until the bigwigs up Seos decide to do something about it, you can't really go anywhere at the moment.
If you're a citizen of Remnant City, I need to see your ID.
Here you go, sir.
You're clear. Call in the elevator. State your business, citizen.
Seeing a witch doctor.
Don't bring anyone or anything illegal back up here. You understand?
Citizen, Remnant City's jurisdiction does not reach down here. Currently, there's a surge of rogue bots and some kind of genetically muted beast down here. Until the bigwigs of Seos decide to do something about it, you can't really go anywhere at the moment.
State your business, citizen.
Seeing a witch doctor.
Don't bring anyone or anything illegal back up here. You understand?
Citizen, Redmond City's jurisdiction does not reach down here. Currently, there's a surge of rogue bots and some kind of genetically muted beast down here. Until the bigwigs of Seos decide to do something about it, you can't really go anywhere at the moment.
yeah, this thing is pretty much unplayable. I mean, I'm literally stuck. And there's a lot of bugs and a lot of things that need to be done. But this is it. Oh yeah, never mind. You cannot manually save or anything. So yeah. That's it with this game.
Is that light work with the bass on the track, on my face to the back like I'm taking a slap. I need a drink, but it's straight from the tap. And I'm hating the slack, couple man stand around like the hate in the gaff. Please stop talking that trash, cause the vibes in the front all the way to the back.